Hi and good morning, 3rd and 4th graders. I'm Miss Perkins and I'm going to be your teacher this year. Now some of you might already know me because I was a jumping branch last year. However, not everyone will. So I'm going to tell you guys a little bit about me. I just graduated from Concord University and this will be my first official year teaching. I have 3 animals, a dog, and 2 kittens, and they're very cute. So hopefully you'll get to see some pictures of them this year. I live in Beckley, West Virginia, so it's a little bit of a drive for me to come to school at Jumping Branch. However, it's absolutely worth it because you guys will be my students, and that makes all the difference. I also want to tell you that I love teaching, and I love being around you guys. So you're my favorite part of the job, and I'm very excited for this school year. Speaking of this school year, I understand that some of you guys will be in my classroom. Some of you will be all virtual, all at home, and that's perfectly okay. I'm excited to see what this means for our class. However, there are some things we need to cover first, and that's why I'm making this video. So before we get started on anything, we have to learn my expectations for you. Now, if you look right up here, you will see my expectation sign. So let's go over it. It says, Miss Perkins has high expectations. What that means is I expect a lot from you guys because I know that you can do it, and that's great. So let's learn what I expect. First, I expect you all to be respectful. Now that means I expect you to respect me. I expect you to respect Miss Taylor, your parents, your classmates, and yourself. To be respectful means to act in a way that makes others and yourself feel like you're doing the right thing. So, to be respectful to your teacher, you might not talk while she's talking, whether that's in class or on a virtual meeting. To be respectful to Miss Taylor is to come into school and do the right thing every single morning. Whoops. To be respectful to your parents is if they ask you to do something and you think that it's the right thing to do, you should do it. So if your mom asks you to clean your room, you should probably do it because it's the right thing to do, okay? And if a classmate asks you to respect their bubble, which we're all gonna have big bubbles this year because of what's going on. So if a classmate asks you to respect their bubble, that means don't go into their personal space. And that's the right thing to do. So that's how you can show that you're being respectful to others. Let's move on. I also expect you all to be responsible. Now to be responsible, I mean be responsible for yourself, which means you can come to class prepared, you can turn in your work on time, you can always do your best work on every assignment, and also that can also mean I expect you to be responsible for any homework, and for yourself to be responsible for yourself, it means brushing your teeth when you're supposed to, and keeping clean, whether it be your area at school or your area at home. I expect you all to be respectful to Miss Melba and be responsible for your own mess and clean up your area every single day before you leave. And during our virtual / in-school time, it's because of a virus, which most of you already know about, but we're gonna learn about a little bit more in our next video. It's especially important to keep clean during this time. So I expect you all to be very responsible and wash your hands and stay 6 foot apart from each other and just do your best to prevent the spread of this, and that also falls under the expectation of being responsible. Our next one is being kind. Now being kind and being respectful kind of go hand in hand. They're like friend expectations. So to be kind, I expect you to use kind words and actions toward everyone in the class, towards your teachers, and towards your parents or guardians, grandparents, as well as everyone you come in contact with. So you need to be kind by using kind words, being polite, and making sure that you're treating others how you want to be treated, just the same as respect. Here's an example of how you can be kind to someone. You can tell them, hey, I see that you really dressed up for school. You look very nice today. You could say, wow, that was an awesome answer you just said. And anything like that that would lift someone up just as you would want them to lift you up, okay? But you also have to be respectful in the way that you say things. Remember that. That's part of our expectations. And our last expectation, always give your best. I said it once already, and I mean it. I have very, very high expectations of you, and I know that your best is probably way up here. So I expect you to give me work and effort that's way up here, okay? Not down here, because I know that's not your best. You're way up here, every single one of you. So always give me your best. Always give your best in life, class, school, whatever. Just make sure you're doing all that you can do, because I know that it's a lot. So that's our expectations. If you're in class right now, of course I expect you to follow them now. If you're virtual right now, I expect the same thing. If you're virtual now and things settle down and we come back to school, the rules and expectations do not change. So once you guys come here, if we come here this year, if it's next year, I want to see you following these expectations. If you guys have any questions, make sure you contact me and let me know. I hope you guys enjoy your first day of school and all the rest to come. Thanks, guys.